Now, I want to talk about how to make the most out of your group interaction. The first thing that you can try to do is enhance cohesiveness. Again, let your group members know you're all in. Let them know you want to be a good group member. You're trying to build your reputation as someone who works well with others. You're trying to make this a good, positive experience. So let your group know that. The different ways that you can enhance cohesiveness is talk about what your shared goals are with the group. What do you want to get out of it? If you see that you've got differing goals, see if you can kind of figure out some common ground. Make sure to say great job and to focus on progress with people. You know, when you see that you've made it to another step of the project, say, I really appreciate everybody being on time. That's going to help people feel more part of your group, more cohesive. Don't try to make it a competitive process, because when people feel intimidated, then they don't really want to do a good job. It's tough, I think, sometimes in an online class, but try to build relationships with people. If you can tell them a little bit of personal stuff about yourself, and again, not oversharing, but just a little bit of personal stuff, make yourself human to them. Let them know what's going on with you, and share a good thing that happened with your day, or notice something about someone, ask them questions about themselves. Next, you want to make sure you manage meetings effectively. Now, depending on the group project, you may not actually need a meeting. So first of all, check to see that a meeting is actually necessary. One of the group projects that I run in my classes does not require a meeting, and yet I see students focusing a lot of energy on trying to find a meeting time. So like your step 1 or whatever says, introduce yourself, talk about the technology you have, concerns that you may have, and what you want to accomplish with the group. And I see like 2 sentences about that, and then like 15 discussion boards about when they can meet. And I always ask this group, okay, when you meet, what are you meeting about? What are you doing in this meeting? And they're like, I don't know. Okay, that's because you don't need to have a meeting. So why are you spending so much time and energy and getting frustrated both with your group members and probably at me when I didn't ask you to do a meeting and there's nothing to do in the meeting? You're just like setting a meeting because you think that's what you have to do. So that's like my number 1 thing, is make sure you actually need a meeting. I can't tell you the number of meetings that I've been to that could have been an email. So don't set a meeting unless you have a specific agenda that has to be covered face to face or like via Zoom. Don't set a meeting unless you're like, we've got to get these things accomplished and we all have to be present for that to happen. If that doesn't need to happen, don't do it. So when you are setting a meeting, and you actually do need to participate in a meeting, make it quick, have an agenda, know what you want to get done, say thank you to people. If someone's too talkative, try to get them to keep it concise. If someone's not talkative enough, solicit information from them, and just be mindful of the time, because nobody likes meetings that are super long. Try to keep the group on topic. If something needs to be addressed in more detail, consider tabling that and setting another time to come back to it. Then you want to make sure that you're using any kind of group discussion formats strategically. Do you need to use this time in your meeting to brainstorm something? Do you have too big of a group and you need to break out into a smaller group to get things accomplished and then come back to the group at large and report what you've come up with? There's all different kinds of groups that you can take a look at, things like problem census, round robins, just having a dialogue. There's a couple of different approaches that you can have to that. So I would encourage you to, again, think about why you need a meeting before you set a meeting.